What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Diaby's 86. He just seems to never escape a promo. He absolutely loves it, and today we have got a lovely upgrade from an 81 all the way up to an 86. He's obviously still got his pace. He's got a little bit more on his shooting, most definitely an upgrade there, and obviously his dribbling goes up to 90 with a marksman, which has taken a little bit of a downgrade obviously for the shooting to take place. Unfortunately, he is only a 2-star weak foot, so that is going to be a heavy one on the decision of what rating to give this guy. He is a 4-star, left-footed, high-low work rates, which is almost the perfect variant for him. Trade-wise, unfortunately, there is nothing. But looking at the stats, some very, very decent stats there. Great acceleration, sprint speed's looking pretty nice, and even the shooting, as we've seen with the upgrade, is again very, very elite. In terms of his dribbling, great agility, balance, reactions, ball control, and dribbling, and even composure have taken a little bit of a shot, which could overall affect this card, and maybe lesser off the option compared to actually having more shooting. I think the dribbling does come under a very key part with him. Obviously no strength, unfortunately. He is what, 5'7", and very, very pacey, so I'm expecting his pace to take him more so than actually his strength. 79 stamina. Again, not the greatest kind of variant to have for him, but we have whacked a marksman on him, which gives him 90 dribbling, 91 shooting, and 64 physicality. Unfortunately, though, there is no chemistry star for composure or for stamina, so that could ultimately be his downfall. He is coming in at a very reasonable price at the moment at 140,000 coins, practically near extinct, but we managed to get him for 137. I really didn't know that that was close to extinction, so we will try and get him done and maybe lose as little coins as possible. So let's jump into Diaby and see what that left foot can do. So going straight in with Diaby, I'm expecting some really explosive sprints from him. See if we can get him straight away on that ball. We're going to see if we can just absolutely blitz the defender. He's going to be going for that left foot. And again, lovely, into Aubameyang, and it's a beautiful start to the game. Lovely, lovely stuff from him. Into Diaby's feet this time. He lays off a bit of the Russian right back, and that's a fantastic pass. Goes for the spin, but the defender absolutely nails him before he manages to even get flight really there. Into Diaby, looking one way. We know that we can only go left with him. I don't know if he knows that as well. Obviously, left footers a little bit harder to come by in the game. Obviously, the top players, you look at someone like just a throwing name out the hat with Messi, everybody knows he's left-footed, whereas I think Diaby, to start with, will go under the radar unless the person has really done his research on someone like that. But pretty much 9 times out of 10, once you've kind of done the first left-footed shot, they roughly know where you're going with him. But we are going to try and go down the wing as much as possible. Can we get a right-footed, well, not terrible, right-footed cross? Again, the 2-star weak foot is always going to be his downfall there, which is a shame. Obviously, it'd be nice to get a bit of an upgrade if we could, but unfortunately, there's no options as of yet for an upgrade there. Diaby again, just going with the pure speed. Going to look for an Aubameyang in, but again, he's going to misplace that pass and just be seconds off getting the ball back. Diaby on the run, outspeeding everybody. Little ball into Aubameyang. It's not fallen for him. And Nkunku on the reverse. Good inside, good finesse, and thank you very much. That is a solid, solid goal. Diaby's found himself through. It's not the greatest ball through, but Diaby's managed to pick it out of the bag. Beautiful stuff. Aubameyang finds him in. Does manage to just dribble a little bit round the defender and finds his cheeky little finesse inside. And again, he's on the ball. He's looking for that 1-2 from Aubameyang. It's a little chip over the top. He's going to try the ball in, and it's a little header from Coleman. And again, he finds himself with a second assist and a goal in this match. And I think the guy is finally done. Diaby, little bit of a sprint. Oh, we need to remember, we need to figure out our kind of better tactics for actually close one-on-one tactics there, because we are missing a hell of a lot of opportunities, which really, really should be goals at that point. Need Diaby to make that run. We're going to look for the 1-2 with Mbappe. Stop the ball dead. Can we get the little touch? Bring it back onto his left. That is a cracking ball, and Nkunku nearly with the finish as well. Diaby freed himself up quite nicely. We're looking for that 1-2. Always looking for that 1-2 with him. It's a great tackle from a Serbi, though, honestly. Comes out of nowhere to make sure Koulibaly's going to do enough to keep him. Can we go for that big through ball? Not quite with a centre-back. Diaby just puts the burners on and just absolutely blasts it. The pace is fantastic. It is literally the only weak foot. That's the only issue with this card, I think. I think everything else is absolutely solid from him. Diaby gets himself in. It's a nice little ball. Dinks it up nicely, but unfortunately no one's there to finish. Lovely little trickery with inside the box again. Little bit of 1-2s. Sees the defender gone. It's a great little trick, but unfortunately didn't manage to beat the keeper, and Coman's going to mop up the assist. Diaby, beautiful show of strength there. He's got nobody on the return. Gets the dink in. Coman's going to go for the volley. And again, it is a beautiful assist from Diaby. Absolutely stunning play from him there. Diaby just going to put the burners on. Look for that left foot. Look for a little dink. Mbappe with a volley. And it's a great save from Lloris. Diaby with the burners. He finds himself through on goal. Little dink. That is a solid save. I will give him that. That is the kind of beneficial thing I think that EA have added. And again, it's sometimes people won't like it because obviously, like then, if I'm through on goal, 90th minute winner, and he pulls off a save like that, nobody's going to be happy. But the fact that that's not always a goal is actually a beneficial thing, I think, because then you just know that you don't need to give up absolutely every time. It's just one of them things. So I think it is a kind of nice thing that does happen time to time. Not every single time, because obviously not every keeper's going to pull off a save like that. But every now and then, I think the keepers definitely needed something to allow the one-on-ones to not be so perfect almost. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Dinks it into Aubameyang and he misses the header. Honestly, headers in this game are just impossible to score. And again, Diaby just taking what is his. Little dink in. Get the left foot. Mbappe's not going to miss that header though. Oh, it's cracking ball. Literally time after time, Diaby just proving that he's got the pace and the stamina to keep up. Oh, that's nearly a great ball as well. Diaby, big ball into Mbappe, and it's a great save. Lloris again with an absolute blinder. Dink across, and Coman's going to go for the volley once more. And Kunku bringing it forward. It's going to find Diaby in. It's a lovely little delicious ball. Goes for the chip across keeper, and the two have absolutely stunned this guy. And again, 82nd minute practically, still making them dying runs. Big ball over to Coman, who sees the header in, and Lloris, even at this point, is still making some fantastic saves. Diaby lets it run through him. We've got the pace. Robertson versus Diaby. When I look for his left foot, Robertson's also going to go for that one as well. Find the header into De Bruyne, but Pepe, again, denying that cross. There it is. Get the header with Diaby, and he finishes off the game with a beautiful header. So then we go into Diaby. He is coming in at 140 still, kind of extinct, kind of not. He is kind of trickling in cards. You can definitely pick one up, as we got one for 137, which is 3k under extinction, but I did manage to sell him off at 140, which is fantastic because we get an extra little 3k on top of the tax that we lost. So a very nice card indeed. The one thing that's holding this card back personally is that 2-star weak foot, which we knew from the start. We know with any card, if they've not got the weak foot, especially being heavily reliant as a left or right wing, you've kind of got to think, what do you want from him? Do you want him crossing, passing, or shooting? If it's shooting, like how I personally like my front three, you've got to put him on the other side. He's got to be cutting in, and sometimes, like I saw, pulling back to his left foot and crossing it that way. Still very effective. And again, you kind of need the space in between the defenders, because if you don't, they're going to be able to tackle you. They're going to be able to read you every single time, because they know that there's a reason you're not going onto that right foot. And yes, sometimes you can get it across. It doesn't mean that it's completely ineffective, but you always want to try and keep your strong foot as much as possible. We did whack a marksman on him, which does give him 91 shooting, 90 dribbling, and 64 physicality. It is mainly for the shooting and dribbling, if anything, but that extra little bit of kind of strength is quite nice. You could go for obviously the finisher, but again, you can see the comparison. The +6 is still there. You've already got the +10 dribbling practically. I think the finisher just gives you agility balance, but I think we need more reactions and ball control, because the agility balance actually isn't that bad. It is a shame for the composure and obviously the stamina. The stamina itself didn't see too much of a heavy issue. He still managed to run quite a lot, to be fair to him. I think the composure is the only thing that I really think is going to be detrimental to this card, if anything. And again, like I say, the traits aren't quite all there for him. He will more than likely drop down in price. I can't see him staying at 140 for the rest of the game. I think at the moment it's purely for the fact that you've got the link to Nkunku. You've also got Dembele as a right wing, and then you've also got Haaland up front. There's a few links that are knocking around there, and obviously Fekir, you've got another cracking link in between the Nkunku, Fekir and Diaby, as well as Dembele and Mbappe. There's so many different people flying out. Oh, and of course Conte. So again, the French are taking over with specials, and like I said with Nkunku, the French are doing absolute wonders in the Bundesliga already. We already have seen Upamecano, we've seen obviously Nkunku. I'm just trying to think if there's anybody else. Lacroix, I think, is a normal gold. Yep, Lacroix's there, Mukiele's there. You've got a nice little balance of French players already coming through in the Bundesliga and then coming through in the entire game as well. So it's an interesting one to see how many French specials we're going to get in each league, and it just seems to grow and grow every single special. Or every single promo. So if you did enjoy this video, let me know down below what you think. I think he's a solid card. The only problem will be is the composure and the weak foot. That's the two things that are going to hold him back. But in terms of a French cheap squad builder, not a bad little card indeed. I think 140 is a little steep at the moment, but I can imagine as we go forward with this promo, he will drop down dramatically, probably at least under 100k, judging from everybody else already. So stay tuned for all of that. Like and subscribe on this. And let me know down below, what do you think? Peace.